Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to an episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I'm super excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for your Friday. Hope y'all are doing good. It has been really good, ended up turning out to be a good week here in the landscape company that I own, Growing Green Landscapes here in Birmingham, Alabama. If you're new to the show, welcome in. This is the Growing Green podcast. We have great guest interviews, some solo rants, which is what we're going to get today. So if you don't like that, you can go ahead and skip. Go to the next show. It's understandable. I understand. But we're going to bring the heat today. I'm fired up. It is the end of a work day, and we've problem solved. We've gotten a lot of work done, and then we just sit back and you're like, man, we got a lot to fix, a lot to work on, a lot to grow in. And I want to share that with you. I want to make this a place where you can come and be around other like-minded individuals and entrepreneurs along the way. And I want it to be an open place, a place where you can feel validated. You can feel quote-unquote safe. You can feel all the things that you can think of that you can find in a community. And so you saw Wednesday's show. If you listened to Wednesday's show, the title is literally like the power of this community. That was talking about having a rough day, the community reaching out, backing me up, backing everyone else up like I know you all do, and showing the value in that. Today's going to be a little bit different of a show. It is one that I'm going to probably end up preaching a little bit, little rants, just some things that we're working through, and I'm like reflecting on myself and just knowing that I am the issue here. And if you cannot realize that you're the issue for a lot of your problems, there's your issue. It has been a rough week. I know I started the show and said it's been a good week. It's been a rough week. We had just stupid breakdowns, employee issues, just crap happened that it's just part of being young in business. Because we're in year 5 or year 6 now, and we are still young in business. Like, we're still figuring it out. And I want you to know that you're not the only one going through this stuff. I think everyone else goes through it but doesn't actually want to talk about it, And so I want to make sure that we're actually doing that here on the show. But today, I realized a lot this week, and I realized that I have to get out of my own way, and I have to follow through and be consistent in so many areas in business. We are growing the company. That's not a secret, right? Like that. If you've listened to the show, you've heard it the last couple of weeks, months. We're growing the company right now. We're in a growth mode phase, and by doing that, a lot of stress and strain gets put on the business in a lot of different areas: time, money, just like resources, equipment, all that stuff. It all comes into play here. And I want to kind of talk about some of those today and the actual nitty-gritty of like the growth struggles, because if this is stuff you're considering, if growth is something you're considering, you have to look at these things all the way through and realize where are you, what are your issues, where do you need to get better and learn along the way, and in doing that, how can you make your company better, right? So I want to start the show off by playing a little clip here from Kirby Smart. If you don't keep up with football, Kirby is the head coach for Georgia football. He is a multi-time national championship. He's coached under Nick Saban, the greatest coach of all time. And now he is head coach at Georgia. Got a very successful program. He used to be a defensive coordinator before he became a coach. He is he's keen on you don't shift blame to other people. You miss an assignment on defense, it's your fault. Step up, take the initiative, take the ownership, and move on. Right? So I'm going to play this clip. It's literally like, I think, 6 seconds, and it's just going to set the tone for the rest of the podcast. So let's play this clip.
Okay, don't be a blame guy, okay? That's the first sign of loser mentality when you blame someone else for a mistake. Don't be a blame guy, okay? That's the first sign of loser mentality when you blame someone else for a mistake.
So there you go. Don't be the guy that blames other people, right? And a lot of this is also pent up after I went live with Brian and Entrepreneur Academy link the other night on Facebook, which was great. It was a great time hanging out with everybody, having a good time, answering comments, just networking. Me and Brian, we really went on and really like got into some deep stuff for like an hour and 20 minutes. I don't even know that we got to that many comments, which I hate, but it's like we just got fired up and we started rolling it, and it's hard to stop when you get really fired up and passionate about something. And I'm passionate about seeing you guys grow. We're in that phase right now, and I want you to know that along the way it doesn't come easy. You have to accept blame for a lot of different things in your company as you grow. You have to accept blame for mishandling finances, right? Like if you are the sole owner, and you are spending more than you should be on materials or supplies or water or whatever it is that you need to get through the day, that you could be more efficient in spending, you have to own up and take initiative for that, right? And if you have your guys doing it, you have to make sure that you are training them properly, because if they're making mistakes, then who does it come back to? Their training. All right, they rise to the level of training, which usually starts with the owner, and especially at our level and a lot of you guys' level as well. Their training starts with you, and so if they're missing things up and if they're missing things and messing things up, a lot of that probably comes back to how you train them, right? And so don't get so caught up in the blame game with your employees, right? I know it's easy. They didn't show up on time. They didn't hit them out of the mailbox. They forgot to trim this bush. They didn't communicate the right way. Those are all valid, yes, but how are you leading them? Are you putting them in the correct position to be able to fulfill all of those to their fullest potential? Because a lot of the times in this industry, guys, you're going to get people that have to be shaped and molded and kind of coached and taught how to grow into a leadership role. That's just the way the industry is. That's what we're facing. That's the people don't want to just come cut grass for a living, right? So you usually have to. You are usually picking from sometimes not the highest accomplished people. It doesn't mean that they're not capable of doing great things. It just means they don't have a 4-year college degree and they're not well versed in their vocabulary and leadership roles, right? They may be really good at fulfilling a task, but that's about it. Going above and beyond a task, they don't really know how to do that yet. They've never been taught. And so it's your job, it's my job to take that upon ourselves and grow our company that way. Because the best companies have the best people, and those best people usually look and say, hey, we have the best leaders, right? And so how do you make yourself better as a leader? Ask yourself that at night. That'll keep you up for a while. How do I make myself better as a leader? How do I make myself where I'm the face of the company? All of my employees, when you're under 5 employees, then you have like direct reports to you, just about everybody. When you get above that, I feel like you start delegating a little more. You have legit crew leads and things that the team members will go to, and then your direct reports will be your crew leads. But at this point where we're small in business, I am the one that everyone comes to. I'm the one that needs to be doing these things. And so through some coaching and stuff that I'm doing right now, it is apparent to me I have to do a better job of leading my employees. And so don't get caught up in like the hustle, the bustle of the day-to-day work and let that go on the back burner. Because I promise you, I'm making a promise that I haven't even really done yet in my company. But it's coming off the heels of some pretty wise people telling me this. And it's a change that we're going to start making very, like, literally immediately in our company. Well, we can circle back on this in a couple weeks if we need to. You start holding your team accountable. You start showing them that you care. You start having, like, weekly meetings with them, with your direct reports, one-on-ones, talking to them about their wins, their wants, what do they want to do in life, where are they winning at right now. Then That's where you're going to see true growth in the company, true growth in your employees. It's going to be scalable at that point. Because here's the thing, the business that you have right now, this is tough. Open up your ears here. The business that you have right now probably is not scalable. Admit it. Admit it to yourself and admit it to everyone else. The business that you have and the way that you're doing it is probably not scalable. My business at the point that it's in right now, not scalable. Totally honest, totally open, totally transparent. It's not. Do we have things we do right and do we do well? 100%. Do we do everything right and well? No way. Are there certain things that we have to change and have to get in order to scale properly? Again, 1,000,000% yes. All right. So when you get to this point and you say, where do we go from here? How do we grow? How do we continue to be better? How do I add team members? How do I delegate? Right? It all rises and falls on leadership. And so when you sit here at night and you question, why is my company stagnant? Why are we not growing? Just sit here and say, what can I do better? Ask yourself that. What areas can I be better in? Can I be better? Can I be more accountable to my team? Can I be more present with my team? Can I give more monetarily to my team? Can I do better incentives for my team? What is it? And let me also say this. This one bugs me so bad. This is like a siren going off. When I hear someone say,
at Launchpreneur Academy, we believe in a community where success is amplified, not diminished by helping others. Introducing the Launchpreneur Academy Link membership, your ticket to a thriving lawn care business. Join our exclusive Launchpreneur Academy Link Facebook group where like-minded entrepreneurs share insights, advice, and encouragement. It's not just a group, it's a family dedicated to your success. As a Link member, you'll enjoy monthly hangouts to connect with fellow lawn care professionals, bidding hour calls to sharpen your business acumen, and enlightening lessons from industry experts in our monthly guest expert series. And here's the icing on the cake, our monthly group coaching calls where your specific challenges are addressed and you receive personalized guidance to excel in your business. Yeah, there's more. Gain exclusive access to the lessons from Brian, the mastermind behind Launchpreneur Academy. With call records, PDF recaps, and more, you'll have a treasure trove of resources at your fingertips. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to revolutionize your lawn care business. Join Launchpreneur Academy Link membership today, and let's grow together. Visit launchpreneuracademy.com and sign up now or use the link in the podcast description. Launchpreneur Academy Link, your link to success.
When I hear someone say, like, my company, I grew my company to $1 million. I grew my company and sold it for $5 million, 100,000, whatever. Like, when I hear my and I, and not we and our and thee, that like totally shuts me down to you. I'm just being totally honest. Like I know that your pride is in front of everything that's behind what you're about to say. Because you have to draw the attention to you. And I'm sorry, I can't be around that. I can't be around prideful people. I don't want to be a prideful person. There are things that we're all good at, right? Like, what are some things that you're good at? Let me ask you that. We're talking like, I'm talking to you, like one-on-one here. What are things that you're good at and what are things that you're bad at? I'll tell you a couple that I'm good at, a couple that I'm bad at. We'll go through, have a little therapy session. Like, there's a couple things that I'm really good at. I'm a very honest person. I'm going to be on it. Like, when I play pickup basketball, if I foul somebody, I'm calling the foul, whether they want me to call it or anybody else saw it or not. I'm a pretty honest person. It's just part of my character traits. That is, somebody asked Brian in a question the other night in the link group, what is a mentality or a character trait or something that you expect out of everyone around you that you like give off? And his was rent is due every day. Like, you got to get up, you got to go to work for it. Mine is very simply, very plainly, I want honesty. From top to bottom and everything in between, I want honesty. Between me and my guys, between my guys and my customers, between my customers and me, everything in between. Honesty. All right. And so that's something that I'm pretty good at. I'm also pretty good at, I'm a very giving person. I love to give. It's a love language of mine. I love giving gifts. I love helping people. I don't want anything in return. I truly don't. I have no ill intentions. I don't like doing it. And I don't mean this to sound prideful, because I'm about to tell you some things that I'm bad at. But I enjoy giving. I love it. It truly brings me joy. So there's a couple things that I do and I excel at with my team, right? What are some things that I'm bad at? I'm not the best leader right now because I'm young in leadership. We're all young in leadership at some point. If you are just now having your first 1 to 4 people come on and work under you, that's a huge shift. That's a huge shift in working solo and having those 4 people work under you. And you have to learn how to lead along the way. I'm learning how to lead along the way. What are character traits that I need? How do I give off? How do I talk to people? How do I encourage people? How do I reprimand? Right? How do I hold accountable? And so that's an area that I struggle in, that I have to be better at, because I expect better of my employees, of my team. I should expect better of myself. And you have to do the same thing. If you expect top-notch 95, 97% out of your employees, guess what? You got to give 100 or 105 or maybe, just maybe even 110, because they have to see, and you have to be the example for them, especially in these setup phases. Like when you're in the very, very beginning of infancy, you have to be better than them and give them a role model to look at so that they will surpass you. Because they see, oh, I want to be like him. We're going to strive to be like him. We're going to strive to be like the boss. We're going to strive to make him proud. And then one day they're going to surpass you, and you're going to be like, that's what we were working on the whole time, right? And so by you taking care of yourself, and this is another thing here. Let me pause before we continue this. Self-help is a scary thing to get caught up in, a scary lane to get caught up in. I'm a Christian. We're open about it on the show. If you're new to the show, welcome in. We're very open about our faith on the show. Self-help is detrimental to your faith and your walk with Christ. Because guess what? At the end of the day, I'm nothing. Like at the end of the day on the earth, what am I here for? I'm here to literally share the gospel and glorify God in everything that I do, right? And so self-help is like and perfecting myself and making myself better. Selfishness is a sinful trait that we're all cursed with. Now, am I saying that you should not develop yourself, that you should not make yourself better? It's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is you need to make sure that you're doing everything you can to make yourself better, but not trying to make yourself God. Because at the end of the day, God controls what's going to happen, right? You put your life in his hands, you follow his will. He's going to lead you and direct you and guide you. And I see too many people call it like the self-help thing, the self-development, personal excellence. I'm all about that stuff. I'm all about you making yourself better. Because if you're not better, your team won't be better. Your people around you won't be better. Your friends won't be better, right? Like I'm all about that. But don't get so caught up in like, hey, I'm going to make myself so perfect. Because at the end of the day, you are relying on the Lord to help you through your day, to help you take another breath, to help you wake up the next day, to help you sell the jobs, to help you lead your team, to help you retire, to help you sell your company, to help you do whatever. He's guiding you and allowing you to do that. So when you do it in his will, it's great. Like things usually work out pretty good. Now it's not going to be easy. Well, living the Christian faith is not easy. It's tough. There's tough things that happen along the way. But you cannot get so caught up in like, I'm going to make myself so righteous and God because I can do everything. I'm perfect. No. That can't happen. And so when I talk about this stuff, making myself better, becoming more diligent, doing those things, that's not what I mean. I don't want you to take that as that's what I mean, because I think it's a scary road that a lot of people go down and they don't even realize it. With all of that said, you cannot be lazy. You cannot be a bad steward of what the Lord has given you. If you are blessed with 2, 3, 4 employees and $600,000 worth of revenue, then guess what? You better be a good steward of it, and you don't let it go. What does it entail? What does being a good steward entail? Giving, right? What does the Lord ask for? Like, you can do what you want with your money, but I think there's some truth to that. What does the Lord ask for? 10%, right? And anything else is above and beyond that is an offering. But I think He can get 10% of our money, because look at what He's blessed you with, guys. And as you succeed and grow, just don't forget, like, you've done a lot of work. You have done a lot of good. You haven't done it all on your own, even if you believe it or not. Even if you believe it or not, the Lord has been with you on your journey. And so maybe He's trying to share that. Maybe He's trying to break through to you and make you realize that. And this is what kind of helped you realize. I don't know. I don't know why I even went down that tangent. Maybe somebody needed to hear that. But it's just like, come on. Let's not get caught up in such a like me, I society, because that's what today has turned into. And when I see people blast that on social media, my company did $300,000 last year. Your company, you didn't do anything. At the end of the day, you put pieces in place. You did help lead some, but your guys went out and produced work. You may have produced some work, right? But you can't do all that on your own. You can't do it. And even if you did do it on your own, you did it solo, then who helped you at home? Who helped you watch the kids? Who gave you the opportunity to go out and do that while the kids were being watched, right? Or if you're still living at home, who's letting you live at home for free and invest into your company? There's people around you at all times helping you, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not. They're always trying to give. They're always trying to grow. Good people out there that you surround yourself with. And so that's the importance, is like, get around a good circle of people. You've heard me talk about that on the show forever, like since day one. Get around a good people, a good environment, and you will grow. You will see yourself grow. Don't be the smartest person in the room. But mine and Savannah's anniversary, 4 years being married, was today. And we sit here and we reflect, and this is probably going to go into some Marriage Monday stuff, so I don't want to get into it too deep, but we reflect on where we were 4 years ago. I'm not the same person that I was 4 years ago. We aren't the same couple that we were 4 years ago. And why is that? I got around good people. Good people mean everything. Because people that are truly here to bless other people and help other people, they want to give. They want to grow. They want to make you better. They want to see you succeed. So please, 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 I beg you, as you get out there, you mow the grass, you trim the bushes, you pull the weeds, you get in the day-to-day, the grind, don't forget this stuff. Don't forget this stuff, because I know how easy it is to get out there and get going, and you don't want this stuff. You don't think about this stuff. You don't make yourself any better. You don't help other people. You don't give. You don't really train your team the right way. And it's going to come back to bite you, because if you train your team the wrong way and you just let them go, you're just going to have never-ending problems. You're going to be putting out fires forever, because they don't know how to handle things on their own, because you didn't train them properly. Not only did you not train them, you never had any type of continuing communication or relationship with them personally. Right? We are in a service industry for our customers. Your team is providing that service. You provide a little bit of a service for them and help them out. Help them grow. Because when they see that you actually truly want to help them and that you want them to succeed and not just go make you $1, that's where you're going to see true feedback and true growth. And I just see this stuff day to day. I see it in my company. I see it in other people's businesses. When we do coaching calls, when we have conversations on the podcast, when I see Instagram videos, like I see this stuff, this content out in the ether, and it's like, man, there's a lot of selfishness out there. There's a lot of people who are not properly investing into their team. They want it to be all about them. They want to take all the credit. And guys, it's just not going to get you anywhere. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's just not. And so if you want to, again, I said this is kind of some pent-up anger here. Not anger, but just like emotion. This is coming off of the conversation that me and Brian had in Link the other night. If you want to check that out, You can go to the link in the show notes, launchpreneuracademy.com, and check out Link. It's a private Facebook group that Brian Fullerton and Launchpreneur Academy have put together there. There's about 200 members in there now. It is a community where you get to go there and grow and like actually invest and ask really good questions, get really good answers, network with other people. I think it's like $30 a month or something like that on Facebook. It's so cheap, the value that you get out of it. It's not even, it's ridiculous. It really is truly ridiculous. So go to launchpreneuracademy.com or go to the link in the show notes, and that will take you straight to Link. Go check it out. Join. You get to hear stuff like this, way more in depth, longer conversations, an hour every single week. There's some type of call, whether it's with a big fish, somebody like me, another brother in the industry, a Q&A with Brian, whatever it is. There's something going on there every single Wednesday night. And so it's a really, really cool place to go and learn and grow, because I know that the majority of you listening to the show, you want to grow. You wouldn't be listening if you didn't, right? And so just accept the challenge today to make your business scalable, even if you don't want to scale, right? Scalable, saleable, they rhyme, they go together. If it's not scalable, it's not sellable. Like, I think that's a safe comment to say, because if not, like if you want to sell, but you don't have any systems, no processes, no documentation, no good employees, nothing like that, which is what you need to scale, no one's going to buy that. Why would somebody buy that? There's no value in it. They're buying problems. Then they're going to be stuck out putting out fires the same way that you are right now. Make simple changes. Invest in yourself. Invest in other people. And you will see yourself grow. You'll see your team grow. This is all stuff that we're going through at the same time, real time. Like, that's why I'm so passionate about it. If you're going through the same stuff, hit me up. Would love to have the conversation about it. Would love to help you in any way I can. It's tough. It's not easy. Business ownership isn't easy. Entrepreneurship is hard. We talk about cash flow struggles. Growth sucks cash. That's a real life thing, right? Who else has a problem? Like, I'm raising my hand here. Who else has a problem keeping up with cash flow, keeping AR the right way it's supposed to be, accounts receivable, getting deposits when you should, right? All those things are real life issues that we're all dealing with in the company. So as you navigate those, as you go into summer here, continue booking out work, continue growing, continue selling, continue making yourself better, but do it with other people around you. Because if you don't, and it's an I and a me mentality, I can't be around it. Successful people don't want to be around it. People that have built companies don't want to be around it, because they know that the people on their team they're the ones that help them get to that point, not themselves. They were the first ones to admit to you, heck no, I hired people way smarter than me to do that. That's what the whole point of it is. Like, do they report to me now? Yeah, we have conversation. Like, I help them grow, and they lead now in the company, not just me. But they're smarter than them at certain areas. So why can you not put people in place that are smarter than you? Whether that be bookkeeping, accountants, designers, manager, an office member, a salesperson, an estimator. Like, all those things are applicable and doable. Put your own spin on it and figure it out, right? I think that at the end of the day, business comes down to how well can I be disciplined to myself? How well can I lead other people? And how can we be the best company that we can and offer the best service to our customers? That is what business is. That's how you grow. That's how you see true reward. People appreciate you. They talk about you. They share your stuff on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter. They do all of that stuff because you do those three things. And so when you're continuing being better, you're growing other people, your business will grow in turn. So that's a shorter show today. I don't want to hit you too hard going into the weekend. I just want to give you some stuff to resonate with, munch on over the weekend, listen to it again at the beginning of the week. If there's anything in here that you think is relevant, that you caught value from, shoot me a DM, shoot me a text, share it on your Instagram story, put it out there for the rest of the world to see. Let's grow the community one relationship at a time. That's what we do here on the show. I love it. I wouldn't want to change anything about it. I love getting interviews on. I love doing it 3 times a week. And like I said, 4-year anniversary was today. Stay tuned for a lot more content coming from that and conversation coming from that on Marriage Monday this coming week. But that's going to wrap this one up, guys. Thank you to Brian and Entrepreneur Academy for partnering with us here on the show today and helping bring this episode to you. Without any further ado, guys, that's going to wrap this one up. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you here on Marriage Monday next week.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.